Hey team, Jesse Reynolds getting a quick bonus wad out to you. We are a couple days into the All-In Challenge and we are already seeing some great fruit being produced. And if you're not aware, all of the national leadership team members, we actually have a report so we can see every single distributor who is all in. It's easy to say that we're all in, but now we're starting to see, and it is awesome. See how many people have already decided to be a part of the All-In Challenge, and we see the trend, the numbers are growing, we know where this is going. So just got a couple additional thoughts as we've started this process now of helping people get started with the All-In Challenge. Here's the first thing. Are you all in? It's a really simple thing. There's no reason to beat around the bush. If you're not all in, you're probably not watching WOD videos anyway. That's where your entire business is going to start with. First, you've got to be all in on the challenge. You have no integrity with going and sharing with other people. And I encourage you to take advantage of the free shipping promotion and get some additional challenges for yourself. I know that was something we decided to do, and pretty much every leader is doing right now. But make sure that you get all in. But now, where that goes from that point forward is you've got to pick up the phone and call people. There is no replacement for picking up the phone and calling people. And so this is what we are doing. Number one, write out a list. Here's a couple different categories you want to have your list set to, okay? So you want to write out a list of every single wholesale customer in your organization that doesn't have a national leadership team member between you. And so some of you aren't even national leadership yet. That's going to be a smaller number to work with. That's great. So you want to be personally contacting all of your wholesale customers, and you want to simply ask them a couple questions. Write these down in this specific order. Number one, have you heard about the All-In Challenge? Ask them that. You know, there's a lot of people I'm seeing, they've heard about it, but they don't necessarily know what it is, and some people haven't even heard about it yet. So then number two is, well, do you know what it is? And again, they'll probably say something, yeah, it's like that 24-day challenge thing or something, or they won't know at all about it. So if they don't know at all about it, say, well, can I tell you about it? I'm excited. You know, of course they're going to want to hear about it. And then even if they kind of think they know about it, when you paint the picture that it's so much bigger than what they think it is, that again is going to cause them to want to be a part of it. So even if they say, yeah, it's like that 24-day challenge thing, you know, my response is, well, yes, that's part of it, but do you know everything that's involved? And see, that kind of gets the wheels turning for them, and they're like, no, I guess I don't. Well, tell me more about it. And that's when then you can go and paint the vision of 100,000 people doing the 24-day challenge at the same exact time, coast to coast. That's where you can paint the vision of getting in with the virtual coaching. That's where you can paint the vision of getting in with the free shipping on this order and the free shipping on their follow-up order also. Communicate value. So you want to be making those phone calls to them first. Then you also want to be making phone calls to all of your prospects. We all have people on our list that we have not talked to yet or shared Advocare with properly, or maybe they've told us no in the past and their timing wasn't right. So everybody's got different timing and different circumstances. But we want to be talking to new people, and we want to be revisiting with people who've told us no in the past also. That list should be long. There should be a lot of names. We will be making over 100 calls, Beth and I, over these next couple of days as we finish this process out here. Okay, so you want to be working from that list. Then the other thoughts as it pertains to that list is the free shipping. People respond to a fear of loss rather than a sense of gain. So here's the thing. Right now, there's 2 weeks left on the deferred payment because it goes through the 31st. So use that as a leverage point. If somebody's like, yeah, I'm not really sure, I want to wait till after the holiday, say, great. Why don't you just order yours now? They're not even a billing until January 1st, and then you can worry about that then. See, now that works today on the 20th when we're 12 days out. But if it's December 31st and you're saying, oh, you got till January 1st, well, that's not enough time elapsing to really create a sense of urgency there. They're like, well, what's the big deal? I might as well wait till tomorrow. So you want to make sure you're making those phone calls now. You want to start getting more people locked in now. You want to start having commitments now. Here's the other thing you want. You want to have a goal that you are personally striving towards. So Beth and I, we have 2 different goals. So we have 4 different national leadership team legs. And so we have a goal of at least 1,000 distributors being all in with us right now. And then our second goal that we are focusing on is at least 100 distributors who are outside of our national leadership team legs. Those are 2 different numbers that we are chasing down right now and focusing on. So that is what Beth and I, everything we talk about and focus on these next few days is about hitting those 2 goals. So what are your numbers? Scale those appropriately. You know, if you have, I don't know if you realize this, if you're an advisor and you help at least 14 people under your advisors get started on the All-In Challenge and a bottle of Catalyst, you will hit silver. Just 14 people. So look, maybe you got 2 or 3 or 4 advisors on your team. Can you help them find 14 people to get started on the All-In Challenge and Catalyst? That is your silver pin right there. You ask them for referrals. Now, that's a big thing. You want to be asking them for referrals because people like being a part of a movement. This is a movement that is happening from coast to coast now. Ask them for referrals. Get them locked in with their commitment and say, hey, Sally, do you know 2 or 3 other girlfriends that want to be part of something really big and fun and exciting like this also? So those are a couple just specific word choices, specific thoughts that we have that we are using. We are finding success. Again, that which you focus on and measure increases. Recap, make sure you have your list. Make sure you are personally calling people. Call the current distributors, get their commitments. Call prospects who have told you no, and call prospects you haven't talked to yet also. If you have leaders on your team, work with them. Help them set goals also. But don't rely on other people to make the phone calls. Make sure you are the one who's making the phone calls. Make sure you're asking them, hey, have you heard about our all-in challenge that's going on? Get them interested. Don't just dump truck it on them. Ask them a question or two first. Have you heard what our all-in challenge is? Do you know everything that's involved? Would it be okay for me to share with you what it is that we are doing and paint the picture, paint the vision, sell them on what is in it for them, help them understand the value of being a part of the challenge, help them understand the value of getting the free shipping, help them understand the value of getting the shaker bottles and the free coaching, and just all these great things that are happening. And then the other big part is make sure you tie in your financial goals of where your business is going to be in the next 90 days. Tie it in specifically to this all-in challenge and tell them that you're looking for 2 or 3 people who want to earn an extra couple $1,000s a month additional income like you were going to. Guys, work your lists. Put the focus and intensity this deserves. It will be worth it. Some of us are going to be celebrating our biggest paychecks ever come January 7th. And some of us are going to be sitting around saying, man, I really wish I would have treated this more seriously. This will come and go much quicker than you think. You guys are champions. Are you all in?